Ah, hello, everybody. How are we? Welcome to the Weekly Steelchair. We're gonna try and quietly and peacefully review Monday Night Raw. Fernando, what's happening? Dean, what's happening? Billy, let's not chant, but let's have fun. Welcome to your WWE Raw review on the Weekly Steelchair. I hope everyone is doing well. I think we can all safely say, um, was Raw good? Look at the title. That might be a hint. Dean says, wow, okay then. I can officially say I'm done with WWE after this weekend and last night's Raw. I'm done. AEW won me with that double or nothing else. So check Revolution 2024 and Full Gear, like Reece told. Fire, amazing. Full Gear 2019 is still my favourite event, dude. Like, when you look at AEW's history, like AEW are consistently good with when it comes to pay-per-views. Full Gear 2019 for me had everything. And it's crazy, like even 6 years on, that to me is still my pay-per-view benchmark for AEW. And they've done great events. I've been to two of them. That says a lot for me, like how highly I rate Full Gear 2019. It's just perfect. Should be a quick stream then if you're reviewing that, Dross. No. We're gonna really hurt these bastards. And I mean, we're really going to hurt them, mate. So we're going to be here for a good while yet. We're going to be here for a good while. Fletch, good to see you. Another bad Raw. Bad's an understatement, my friend. Stussy, we're the best wrestle. Oh, you've got rid of Diamond Head, and you've now chosen. Is that a Digimon character? I need you to confirm for me. That looks cool. Glad you like to pay for this weekend. Dean, what was the most fun match for you? Good thing. Stussy says All Out 2021. I know you're consistent to that. Did you like Osprey vs Takeshita Revolution? It's a good match to go with. I hope Gable is okay. That spot Penta. Yeah, we're really gonna go into that tonight. Oh, it's Meteora. All right, okay. I haven't checked out My Hero Academia in quite a while. Anarchy in the Arena was the best thing you've seen. Fair play, Dean. Fair play. I mean, the good thing about it is that everyone in this chat is going to bring their own honesty. They're going to bring their own takes. They're going to bring their own fun. I just want to say thank you to everybody who was in the stream yesterday. I just want to confirm currently we are, from yesterday's stream, solo review stream, 227 views already. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who has watched it live or watched it back. I really do appreciate it. Like that's something I value. I really do appreciate. One other thing, this is very important. My brother, good to see you, Connor. Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to say if you've got now, Connor, if you're sitting with the family, this one's just for you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have like a young family out there and you're looking for like baby clothes or baby ideas, or if you've like even like fun stickers for packing, etc., or if you want to like name tags for like your kids' items, check out my friend here. Him and his partner have a little small business, so it's actually quite an interesting one. It's called Made in Born, so Bourne, as in like the Bourne film series. Check them out, honestly. I did obviously promise my friend that she did ask nicely for me to share these on my socials. So I've looked at a few things on Facebook, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's do it the real way. Let's share it on my biggest platform, this one. So, if in circumstance you're looking for anything like that, Made in Born. It's a nice little small business, and the good thing is the products reflect a family that you may want to build, that you may be in the process of building, their products are good to go with. So a recommendation for one and all, Maiden Born. I do suggest it. It's a nice little small family business. I don't know why I haven't tuned in AEW sooner. Where the fuck have I been? It's always your decision, my friend. That's always the thing. Someone gets into something at a different time, and that's how it should be. We are really going to get into this tonight, and we do have some other news as well that we really need to question and seriously consider, because you thought TNA getting ruined was bad. Something else from AAA came out last night that really needs to be questioned, and I'm looking forward to seeing if someone tries to praise this. It's from recent seasons that when you became a vigilante. See, I haven't seen the recent ones. That's my problem. Ow, my ear is sore, sorry. So what happens when you've got another job that requires headphones and you listen to another pair of headphones so you can listen to music, or you're watching story time with Dutch Mantel videos on YouTube when you finish work, that your ears are fucking sore. So fun times, fun times. Did Pin Balor get the W? I'm going to say it kindly. No. Anytime, brother. Anytime. Give my hellos, of course, to the family, of course, and that especially was just for you guys. So that especially was for you guys. Let the bodies hit the floor. Yes, we got some drowning pool at Double or Nothing. I didn't know the lineup before the show started and was curious who Seth was facing and should come out, but the one and only Pin Balor. Yes, main event certainly didn't live up to its expectations. Hello, Roisin. I'm very well. How are you? Yo, Zodiac, top tier, my man. How are you? That stomp from Swerve to the Bucks was perfection. Yeah, they certainly lived up to the. They lived up in a different way this time, which is appraisal. Evening, James. Good to see you, my bud. The season's finally over, so I hope you now have a break because, well, we know what your team's been doing to you this season just as much as mine. But new Monday, same Raw. It's the case of repeating ourselves again. Honest to God, like there's so many things to come from this Monday Night Raw that we really need to shut down immediately. A little Star Wars quote for all of you. Instead of shutting down the Trade Federation and the Droid Army, we're going to shut down Triple H's booking immediately. The IWC narrative pushes AEW to be like a joke. That's why I haven't tuned in earlier, but I need to stop listening to IWC. I see. See, this is what I always say. Always go by how you feel and the eye test instead of someone telling you. Go by your eye test and you'll be fine. Raw was just, yeah, that's one way to put it. Smooth in from the beginning. Man, you are always a pleasure to come around. It's good to see you. I can't swim. Even shallow water is a drowning pool for me. Love it, my friend. Love it. Jey Uso is worse than 2015 on the mic. That's what happens when you're, you know? I saw a clip of Jay saying with Gunther. Honestly, so much of this show is going to get absolutely cooked tonight that we're all going to laugh. Put it this way. We're all going to be here for a fun time, a good time, and shit on this crap. So we're all going to have some fun. So let's do it. I said during the review show yesterday, the Predator entrance had me popping more than anything. The entrance was incredible. The entrance was incredible. Hello, Earthlings. See, that's how you do it. I'm sick, but I can't let my illness stop me from a good Raw review. Oh, well, here's one thing that really matters most. Roisin, I hope you feel better soon. And I'm glad that you're still here to enjoy the show live or watching on playback. So thank you. We know people like Cena and Roman are on a per date deal. Given how recent Raws have played out, Punk must be on a per minute deal. That's certainly a possibility considering that Roman is back next week. So I think desperation is kicking in, if you catch my drift. Yeah, I appreciate the honesty, guy, but I'm NXT doesn't come close. I'm sorry. And you should be comparing, even though they're on the same night, you shouldn't be comparing NXT pay per views to this, etc. Because one's a company, the other's a development brand. I appreciate the honesty, but I do think that you're capping a bit, and I don't often say that phrase. Jay didn't even have the worst promo last night. No, he did not. Seth Rollins did. Dean Chet, the other Anakin. The first one and the fifth one, the first one and the most recent one are the only two that are perfect. Yeah, dude, I know what anxiety looks like. Jay might be on something. Yeah, Coke. Yeah, don't. It's not a good idea. Smooth, a lot of pressure being the second world champion, I guess. Bit more than that. Don't be. Don't feel sorry for him. See, the reason why I'm not putting Seth's promo over Valkyria's is Seth Rollins' promo went far too long, did nothing for the story, further proved that the Heyman faction is just simply Bloodline 3.0, and it does nothing for the viewing audience. And it buries Braun Breaker again. And it does nothing for Bronson Reed. Six problems I've got with it. Lyra Valkyria's promo is she's just shit. So yeah, I suppose you can apples and oranges. The thing is, and this is the worst part, I've been a WWE fan since I was a kid, and this is the worst I've ever seen WWE. This is worse than 2019. You know, the same 2019 that people constantly say was awful. This is worse. Oh, Fletch. Here's the best way to put it. Fletch, have you ever watched... Actually, this is going to sound very horrible for you. Seth Rollins' promo is like Benfica losing the 2013 Europa League final. I'm sorry, brother, but I had to use that one against you. I'm sorry. But imagine the levels of pain, boredom, and wishing it was off the TV. That to me is Seth Rollins' promo. Seth Rollins' promo is your team losing the 2013 Europa League final. And I'm sorry I had to bring that one back up on you, brother. I'm sorry. Of course you would, but again, you need to think about it now, logically. 2025 WWE is worse than 2019 WWE. 97 was still WWE's best year for everything: product, character development, televised and pay-per-view wrestling. Not for much longer. That's my pain. That is very true. That is very true. Well, to be fair, let's not call him a clown, but let's also reiterate that up to this point, TNA actually were doing some good stuff. Now it's just been ruined. It's been ruined by the powers that be elsewhere, which is disgusting. Anxiety could be it, but what I'm saying is anxiety looks similar but different from being coked out. Oh, you know he's been on it. I still watch TNA, but oh god, I'm in pain with certain things. Hello, Maria. How are you? Good to see you. And you're fine. We haven't really done anything yet, so we're sitting back having a nice, fun conversation. I had to find a very fair example that I knew would make you feel pain, my friend. That's what Seth Rollins' promo does to me. If there's any conclusion, It's like us losing the final to Tottenham. You just want to put your foot through the TV. I think we need to put a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the chat, but I think Seth Rollins has regressed. Thumbs up if you agree, thumbs down if you disagree. Now, I'm not talking about his wrestling ability, I'm talking about his promo skills here. His promo was really, really poor. Don't worry, I'm not telling you what to vote, I'm just seeing what you guys think. But I think his promo skills are going backwards. And this promo sums up. Did they... I'm not sure if TNA realistically fumbled Ace Austin. Like, he was getting tag team title pushes, he was getting tag team title runs, he was getting the X Division title runs. Like, he's had all of that. I think the only thing that's unfair on him is maybe he didn't get a world title match that maybe he kind of deserved, but that was about it. I wouldn't consider him a fumble. I think he's done very well in the company. It's just a shame that he's now gone. I love Santana's run. So do I. It's incredible. James agrees. He thinks Rollins is regressing on the mic. Nothing worse. Oh, don't worry. I know. Oh, it's horrible. Like, it's on par with Alicia Edwards with her talking squirrel voice. Ratatata, ratatata. I'm Seth Rollins. Ratatata. Sing my fucking song. He's like a fucking ventriloquist who can't do the job right. But here's something that we're gonna look at. So let's get into this promo, and the fact that it goes for like 20 odd fucking minutes. It goes on for 20 minutes and we got nothing relevant out of it. It's horrible. I'll answer that question. If it's true that the manager has told him he better pray he finds a club, good for the manager, because I rate the guy, but I'm sick of his bullshit. I am honestly sick of Garnacho's bullshit, and I think Garnacho's a good player, but I would bin him right now. NXT has what promises exactly? So let me get this straight. They're building to him winning the championship or potentially winning the title. But you're not a fan of it because it's not WWE. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you like Cody Rhodes' road to winning the title, yeah? Why is everybody like this shit, man? Honestly, why? Yeah, well, I lived through Triple H's 3 years of terror. Believe me, I know what's worse. And I also lived through Jeff Jarrett's 4 years of terror. I know what's worse, trust me. His Messiah complex 4 years ago was good. His Messiah complex 4 years ago was good. I would have made him the face of the X Division again. But the face of the company, no, I think it was still there for me for Santana. To be fair, Jey Uso's not a reign of terror. That's more just a reign of sheer stupidity. Yeah, I think if it hadn't been during the pandemic, we would have got something seriously great out of Rollins. Like, it made sense for him. Like, you look at career trajectory. Shield, in and about the Shield, finding his place, becomes the architect, has a very good 8 months as champion, I think it was. 7, 8 months as champion. I really enjoyed that. Um, Obviously, he gets injured, comes back, wins the title, loses it straight away, competes for the Universal title, doesn't win that once, then eventually wins it. Overall, I actually liked that period of Rollins because Rollins was also doing. He wasn't just doing good. He wasn't just doing good promos. He was doing good TV and pay-per-view matches. Like he was doing all sorts. And then obviously he broke John Cena's nose, so that's a win. He made him look like a beach whale. But all in all, for me, Seth Rollins, his world title reign, I was checking out not long after because he had 3 matches where he really should have lost the title before he did, and it was just it was desperate, really poor. And I'm like, you could have done something so great with him, but they fell short. That's why his WrestleMania main event win, well, night 1 main event win, it feels hollow. Because what has he done since? And bear in mind, WrestleMania was what? A month and a bit ago, like 6 weeks ago? I agree, Smooth. I agree. I'll let you off because you've got a Stewie profile picture. Stewie's cool. Jey Uso in Vince's era would get a mid-card title at best. He's not main world title material, never was. Just because you get over doesn't mean you're a main event level main event. There is no serious measure that proves he is good enough to be a main eventer at all. Like, where's the where is the proof that he is good enough to be a main eventer? The guy's awful. He can't wrestle. He can't cut a good promo. And he doesn't offer anything remote after. Now, this is not a suggestion of taking coke, what I'm about to say here, but you can see something's definitely wrong there. But he's a few lines merchant. He says like a couple of lines and then that's him. He's lost. If you're basing your enjoyment of pro wrestling for just the character work and the promo skills, for example, instead of the wrestling, say you're one of those particular types of fans who prefers the segments and the interviews and this, etc. Jey Uso wouldn't even last in a 2-minute promo with like a prime Val Venus or a prime Godfather or a prime Road Dogg, a Sean Waltman is when he was X-Pac in '98 when they were in the mid-card scene. He wouldn't even cope with. He wasn't a particularly great promo, but he certainly had a little bit of appeal to him. Jey Uso wouldn't even have a good promo with Steve Blackman. Stevie Richards would get bored of him. Like, these were seriously good promos from that period that were in the mid-card. That actually is, for me, seriously true. Yeah, he does care. He may not be your favorite, but he cares. Yeah, they were seriously, that part really annoyed me. Feuding with the mid card scene, like that's what doesn't help. Jay is a tag team wrestler, hence why the Usos' record as a team is right up there in modern day wrestling. I mean, I don't like them, but essentially you have to at least recognize it. Straight out the point, Danny. I agree. Welcome to the stream. Stick the Usos in the late 80s, early 90s, and they would be nothing but jobbers. I honestly don't disagree with you. Like, I actually think if you stuck. Let me just make sure I've got my time right as well, because I want to make sure I've got it in my head. Yeah, you put the Usos in late 90s Puerto Rico, they are booted off the island. Like 5 minutes into a match, the fans have got them by the back of the neck and they're kicking them out off the island. I'm dead certain of that. You can't judge that yet. We didn't even know who's potentially taken off Mox until 2 nights ago. Yeah. See, this is why it comes across as disingenuous. Here's something very, very simple and very effective. Cody's story isn't the WWE title. Cody's story was the NWA World Championship, and he won it twice. He won the WWE title in the circumstance they won it in, but see the road to it? People praise that so well, and that's completely fine. That's a strength. What AEW are doing in terms of building up to whoever beats Moxley is a strength. You know, because AEW are doing something that people don't associate with them. They're telling a story. Oh, they're telling a story. Maybe we should stop saying that word because it's a bad word. Yep, absolutely. Checking all the boxes is no longer necessary. Wrestlers get carried nowadays by pivotal storylines, pushed to the moon, favoritism, sympathy, and nepotism. Straight up facts, my friend. Straight up. It looks like Santana's going to beat Trick for the title. It's too little, too late. It sucks for me, Maria, that they've done this. He should have won it from someone far more worthy. Because Trick Williams, let's be real, what's he ever done in wrestling to deserve that title? Mike, welcome to the stream. You think Penta will win Money in the Bank? After last night, he is getting shoved right down to the fucking catering. And I'm a Penta fan, and I hate to say this, but after what happened last night in that triple threat, he is going to catering. I'm a big Cody fan, and I love seeing him win the title for it, but it didn't automatically make the past year all good. All good, absolutely. What's up, man? If he holds it longer than a week, I'll be annoyed. Even more than I already am. But apparently he's going to hold it all the way up until Slammiversary. Apparently he's getting it all the way to Slammiversary. Which I think is absolutely ridiculous. The way it's going, potentially. Oh, he won't. He won't. Yeah, he's not winning it now. Alright then, just to throw a question at you. Everybody in the chat, right? Everybody in the chat, don't put your bias in here. I want your honest opinion. Put a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you like the Death Rider story as it is now. I'll put my hands up at the very beginning. I didn't like it. I'm loving it now. I'm loving it now. Because I can see something now. Initially, I was very debatable. Oh yeah, he does keep fumbling him. Karrion Kross, honestly, if he asked for his release, I would support it every day of the week. It matters to everybody for some reason. Appreciate the honesty, Maria. If you don't like it, that is completely fine. James likes it. See, I appreciate the honesty. This was absolute horseshit. And the post-match after it was horrible as well. Fernando's well. See, I like the honesty, everybody. Appreciate it. Two from Stussy, one from Stussy and James for positive. Marie and Fernando don't like it. That's completely fine. Nothing wrong with that. I think that's a fair understanding. That's fair. They basically morphed from the Blackpool Combat Club, like what was already there. They just added Marina Shafir and kicked out Danielson, but you know what? That's a fair response. I've got no issue with that. So, how is he not trying? Yeah, I would remove Pac. What about the Death Rider story do you like now? I actually like that you're now seeing... I'm putting it like a chessboard. You can see the chess pieces on the opposite side are now all falling into place. I like that you've now got the clear opposition for the Death Riders, and they're actually putting them step by step, move by move. That's what I like about it now. I'm comparing the whole story to a chessboard. They are now playing chess. I like it. That's funny because if it's killing the company, why are people praising it now? I think it's preference of style, which is fine. I know some people don't like him, some people do, which is fine. Again, it's preference. That for me is the key. I think that if Hangman wins the title, for example, Hangman or Darby Allin, whoever wins it, the latter's going to be the one that kills it. I think that really is the strength. I think that's the major strength. Whoever wins the title protects the title and saves it. The other person is going to ensure that the Death Riders die. Pardon the pun. Yes. Where's Moxley phoning it in? Like, I'm actually being serious. Where's he phoning it in? Like, bear in mind, this guy went through so much shit just to carry this company. Will Penta get a crazy spot in the ladder match? Probably. I'm letting the chat ask some questions, Billy. It's okay. It's okay at the moment. Whoever is the one to dethrone Mox with me holds on to the title, and then if we can have a heel Jay White become champion, but that's looking. It'll be either heel Jay White or heel Kenny Omega. But yes, Billy is right to an extent, which is not often, like twice in his entire life. Two seconds. Yes, we are going back to discuss WWE. So, if you have anything you want to discuss at the end, we'll do it at the very end. Don't worry. That's fair. But I don't want title changes to be so frequent. The people watching care. If you're seriously going to use ratings in here, I'm going to shoot some ratings back at you that you will not like. So don't tempt me. I know you would, Zodiac. I wouldn't. Okay, let's get into this ridiculous Seth Rollins promo because, again, WWE loves ridiculous promos. Monday Night Raw begins with the atypical, boring, and lack of words. Well, I've got one that proves it isn't working just for you. John Cena's ratings is one of the worst in WWE right now. Hold that. Exactly. Let's get surgical. Okay. We have a recap video of Saturday night's opening event, because it's not really a main event because it's not as good as it used to be in the 1980s or even the late 2000s, where we get recap after recap after recap of 5 of the worst matches WWE has ever put on, including the injury to one Chelsea Green. So Chelsea Green, speedy recovery. Zelina Vega, you're a disgrace. We'll leave it at that. We get into the main show inside. I want to be kind. What's the name of this arena? Saturday Night's Ad Break. That's a good one. What's this arena called? The Youngling Center. So basically, the home to the Jedi Temple where Anakin Skywalker killed all the younglings. So at the Younglings arena, show starts with the hilarity that is the Seth Rollins theme song, and he's meant to be what, ladies and gentlemen? What is Seth Rollins supposed to be in WWE? Let's see how people let's see if people get the words for me, because if you don't say it, then I'm going to laugh saying it. What is Seth Rollins supposed to be? Thank you, James. He's meant to be a fucking heel. And what do you not do for a heel? Absolutely. James already went straight in. And the crowd cheers the guy. Exactly. Why do these absolute unintelligent, moronic morons sing this guy's song when he's a heel? And WWE, you are feeding this. Like, this guy's meant to be a... You know what's interesting? And I'm not a Roman Reigns fan, but I'm going to say something that actually is very important. And I will stand on this. Roman Reigns' entrance theme, you know why that worked? Roman Reigns' theme song had zero musical input. There was virtually no way that wrestling fans, well, sorry, I stand back, sorry, I correct myself. WWE fans who will not reiterate this positive approach that we are going with on critiquing this show, they will not realize that by being able to sing Seth Rollins' theme song, WWE cannot succeed with Seth Rollins becoming a top heel. I'm not dropping my mic. I'm just going to lift up and put it down. Yep. Smooth, you're right about the tsunami stuff, by the way. Exactly. Another reason why Cena's heel turn has failed. Gotcha, bitch. Liv Morgan is getting a big taste of her own medicine. We will come to that very soon. Don't you worry. But to reiterate a very important point, this group sucks. Bronson is a perfect example of getting over by viral moments. He didn't get better on the mic, ring, didn't get a cool entrance, no cool attire, nothing changed. No, all he did was become big Bronson Reed, get a King Kong video entrance video, King Kong entrance video, and the only thing he ever did interesting was injure Braun Strowman. Cena's heel turn failed because they were desperate, put it that way. They had no idea what they were going to do with him. Not now, my friend. Not now. The locker room leader that choked a kid in the biggest stage. Yeah, there's less said about Punk the better, because once people wake up to CM fraud, it'll be a lot easier. Even though he's a good wrestler, WWE doesn't believe in straight up heels. 1 second Gunther's putting wrestlers in a gas chamber, wow, and the next he's doing ASMR in a McAfee's ear. That's one way to put it. He's getting cooked tonight as well. More or less. So back to this promo, and this is why this promo isn't good. So first of all, it goes far too long. Rollins allows these Muppets to continue singing his ridiculous song when he should be shutting them down. They then start the over-the-top volume to shut him up so he can't speak. Again, pitiful. We've then got Seth Rollins talking straight up bullshit as per usual. I have found something more powerful than championships. Well, you found a personality. So, and he doesn't even confirm why Bronson Reed, who he was feuding with, is now in his faction. Braun Breaker is worth nothing now. I'm sorry, but Braun Breaker is worth nothing now. Like, that hurts. I'm a big Braun Breaker fan, but it means fuck all now. This faction, you may as well fold it tomorrow. It's not going to succeed. And once people wake up on this, we can hopefully get something better, because Triple H can't boot factions. It's just stupid. You're fine, Fletch. You're fine. See you later, mate. This promo went on for so long, and yet we got nothing substantial from Rollins. Nothing substantial. And I absolutely find it funny how like that he needs the money in the bank to take the title of Jey Uso. Like that actually makes me laugh. Is Jey Uso all of a sudden going to become superstar Billy Graham? No. Like, are they seriously that afraid of Jey Uso beating him again? That he needs the money in the bank briefcase, which he's not going to win. Like, I just find this absolutely funny. Ay, ay, ay. Seth Rollins, you didn't need a faction, by the way. You didn't need a faction, man. Braun Breaker would have just been perfect with if he had just taken Paul Heyman for himself, which is what he should have done. He doesn't need to be in a faction. I think they've just jumped to the conclusion. They've went. It's the over insistence to go from one faction straight to the next one without a minute's rest. You know what I mean? Like, it's instant. Why? Stussy, I wish this promo got interrupted. The minute Seth Rollins started opening his beak. Yeah. Braun Breaker with a mouthpiece. That man would have annihilated anybody. Like, even though he's actually he's a decent promo, but I think he will get better. But when you look at the guy, unreal specimen. Unreal specimen. And you've basically been made to be Seth Rollins' bitch. I don't think Brock Lesnar will ever return, personally. But yeah, there is in a way slightly like he does have the natural athleticism. He doesn't have the aura because nobody ever used that word correctly. But he has something. Would Brock put anyone over? Depends on the person. He's quite reluctant in that case. But Maria, absolutely spot on. His promos are redundant. They are so horrible. There's nothing out there. Don't worry, I'm sure Seth and Braun will be tag team champions next month. And what do you give Bronson Reed? That's the thing. Like, what exactly does he get? The way things are going, this is Rollins with AOP all over again, and we all know how that went. I do find it absolutely funny though that they never gave a concrete reason for him joining the faction. You know, like we recruited him because this is what he can offer. No, we signed him so we signed him because the damage that he did to Seth Rollins is why he's in the group. Oh dear God. Yo, Chubby, just go and hit this man with tsunamis and then you get an opportunity to be in a faction. Just go and do it. Just go and fly. If you don't laugh, you'll cry. Oh, oh dear God. They did. Like, here's a better explanation. We brought in Bronson Reed because Bronson has the look of a powerhouse. Braun is a big man, therefore we can use his size and strength. We can use his size and strength as an extra tool of destruction. Not, oh yeah, by the way, the guy crushed me 7 times. Yeah, or join for the money. So easy. Don't break a little. Well, I think next time he'll probably break the flab, but I don't know. He went from Brock to a nasally nerd who dresses like Voldo from Soul Calibur. I haven't played that game in so long. I love Soul Calibur. Oh, James, here's a shock for you. Spurs have been offered a chance to sign Leroy Sané. God, I hope not. He's such a baller. That was your opening 20-minute promo. Ladies and gentlemen, what was your thoughts on this promo? And you can say it in one word, you can give it a score, whatever you want. What's your thoughts on that promo? Better than his wife's. No, they still come out to Seth Rollins' theme song. I know, I wish he was a Man United player. 3 words. Load of shite. See, every time Seth Rollins speaks now, I actually have a very perfect way of describing. I have a perfect way of describing Seth Rollins. I'm about to bring it up. You guys are going to love this. They could have done so much with it, but they chose not to. They chose to just insult the fan base. That's what they do. That's what they do. Oh, just for outside. Whilst I'm getting something, I'm going to show you guys. The Clockwork House of Orange fun match between Raven and CM Punk has been uploaded to the Ring of Honor YouTube channel. Oh. I am so going to be watching that again after this. I have not watched that match in years. Right, what am I looking for? Every time Seth Rollins speaks, I think it's something very, very important. So, absolutely, give me 2 seconds. Let me turn off the music just for a moment. Yep. So, this is for you guys to laugh at, right? This is what I think when Seth Rollins speaks. Seth Rollins promos, everybody. You'd be very surprised. Since WWE is giving away WrestleMania to the biggest spender after already booking it, can I have WrestleMania in my own backyard with the proper money? Get a big outside projector and just watch it and go, this is where WWE is crap. Just for absolute entertainment and glazing people. Right. Now, you asked very kindly, my friend. So, no, I don't want Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair in a barbed wire steel cage match, which was absolutely awful. Imagine that. That's painful. 300 people are watching Brian Alvarez and Lance Storm speak. You fuckers should be over here speaking instead. Right. Where are we? Where is it? Oh, I'll watch that later on as well because that was good. All right, there we go. If you get a chance as well, the Drop Mike Wrestling channel has like a 2 hour video of Bryan Danielson versus Nigel McGuinness. It's actually really, really good. Okay, so oh no, he made it was so bad. It was so bad. You're most welcome. Um, before we even get into this, I think we should let me just have a look. Yeah. Very, very quick. Unfortunately, I apologize for whose account this is, but we have to quickly discuss this. There goes the end of your WWE career. So, as you can see, up next, we are looking at the first of two Money in the Bank ladder match qualification matches. Pentagon Jr. versus Dragon Lee versus Chad Gable. The winner will proceed to the event June 7th. So, next Saturday. And essentially, the winner is Pentagon Jr. But the way this match was portrayed was really, really poor. Dragon Lee, for all his excitement as well, like let's look at each talent individually and what they bring to. It was horrible. It was horrible, Zodiac. Let's look at what each talent brings individually, okay? It was, yeah, that I agree. That match was brilliant to watch though, but that was the best part. Let's go through each talent individually. So let's start with Pentagon Jr., the winner. So Pentagon Jr., renowned all-round luchador. He's not just diving moves. He likes the use of submissions. He likes the use of limb attacks, and he likes to really beat you down with his version of the pile driver, the penta driver, the sacrifice. Obviously, the arm break that he does. The Canadian Destroyer, none of that. Let's just make it a Mexican thing. No, the Canadian Destroyer. He hasn't done it yet in WWE. I think they're afraid to do it, but the glove off and then he smacks the opponent with the glove. Another great move of his. His use of the inverted sling blade. his Topic on Hilo, Frog Splash, you name it. He's got a diverse range of moves. And his appeal is his look. It's very unique. Like, he does have a very unique look, Penta, and that's something that you can never take away. You can never take that away from him. He does have a very unique look. Ah, you fucker. Sore. Sore. Sorry, guys. Let's move on. Chad Gable, again, an Olympic amateur wrestler, collegiate wrestler, technical worker, but he can do the basics of ground and pound very well. He's got a good diving. He's got a good diving moonsault. Not as good as Kurt Angle's, but he does have a good diving moonsault. He's got good ring timing. He's got good use of psychology. But he's been so watered down that you can't get the best out of Chad Gable. You can't get the best out of Chad Gable in a match in WWE because they don't let him. And that's something that's is also the reflection of Penta. Dragon Lee, incredible talent. This guy has an incredibly high ceiling. He gives you so much from his own plethora of offense that you know what you're getting from him as a luchador. He isn't one of the technical ones like a Penta. Like, this guy flat out will run you circles with his high flying attacks. And Dragon Lee always tries his best. But he doesn't get to work at a speed that lets him excel properly. I'll say it again. Just like Penta, he doesn't get to wrestle at a pace that fits him, that gets him where he needs to be. For that, they can never be what they should be. Dragon Lee's English is very good. Is very good English. The future Triple A champion. Well, here's the funny thing. WWE did spoil this, of course, because WWE are fucking morons. And I've got it right here. Actually, do I have it here? No, I don't. But WWE have confirmed that Vikingo will defeat Alberto El Patron at Triple Mania, which is Triple A's biggest show of the year. WWE spoiled it. So, if you're a Triple A fan, and I can't stand Alberto El Patron, but if you're a Triple A fan and you've just seen this, that's what WWE thinks of you as well. Not only have they bought your company, but they've spoiled your biggest show's main event, and they're going to put the title. They're going to put the title on El Grande Americano, because he's going to win it. That just didn't want you to notice who's the current Triple H. They could have just done the match without having to confirm it, but now they've done it. They haven't thought this through. It's really poor. It's really poor taste. La Parka playing guitar in a steel chair. Yeah, La Parka was so good. Like, the second version, particularly, is my favourite. It is a freaking farce, James. And yes, they are. They are smooth. And people are going to laugh it up, celebrate, and be caught in the delusion. And that's where it is. Again, obviously, Chad Gable. First of all, Chad Gable not breaking his neck. Thank fuck. WWE, if you are going to do this, like I've seen, this is what I don't understand. In fact, I'm going to bring the evidence, right? The package pile driver gory special is absolutely incredible, right? I'm looking for something where he's done it on two people. That's what I'm looking for. Because you can see a difference. Where is it? Bear with me, guys. Sorry. I just want to get this correctly. Just to prove a point. Because I know for a fact he did do it in this match. Yes. Now watch this. This is how you do it properly. That's how you do it properly. You don't try a C4 spike, because that's what he did. You don't do a C4 spike. If you're going to do your gory special pile driver, you do it how you've always done it, the small package driver. My search history is clean, thank you. If that's what you're insinuating. I'm just waiting for Omega versus Andrade to get posted on the... Oh, dear God. Triple H thinks he's slick. This is his way of burying the territories like my man did, but without the heat. I'm just trying to put them on the map. Yeah, it's his bullshit, put it that way. He is getting wasted, 100%. Yep. I argued against that, and I had people telling me, no, it was great because he got showed at WrestleMania. He got the views. I'm like, that's your TNA champion getting beat in 3 minutes. It means fuck all. Yep, he chose to sign on the dotted line. He signed his soul away. Penta, of course, would win the match. Vikingo would get involved, which is understandable because they're building up to the match, but again, it was just ridiculous. But yeah, he does win. Patriots. Do you think Del Rio versus Vikingo will be a better match than Gable? I don't mean personal feelings, etc. Can deny Del Rio the better wrestler. Essentially, yes, but now that the result has been spoiled, does it actually make the match more enjoyable? I don't think it does. But in terms of what is a better match, Del Rio versus Vikingo would be a better one, yes. Yeah, exactly. Backstage after this shitfest of a match, yeah, I agree with you. Like Deadpool and Wolverine being the MCU after Cap and Iron Man are gone. Basically, how is he still around? I've never seen someone get so many chances. Is he Simone or something? No, he just flew to Mexico. He went back home, and he knew he would be safe. But the minute he loses that title, I think it's all over. Backstage, the midget returns from Japan. Liv Morgan. She has returned to the WWE, and well, let's make it very concrete and effective. Um, did anyone miss Liv Morgan? This is my answer. No. Liv Morgan returns to, again, another Judgment Day Clubhouse segment where, again, this faction needs to die. Like, they have to die. She walks into the clubhouse. Jesus Christ, Stussy. Roxanne Perez is in the clubhouse where she is offering Dominic Mysterio chicken nuggets and a shoulder rub. This entire thing is just so cringe. She's not particularly happy, of course, but she addressed the fact that she wants to go to the general manager of Raw because she wants to get in the Money in the Bank. Yeah, because everybody wants you in the match. Back in the arena, we get a... you can't make this shit up, can you? We get a... we get a backstage video of Rusev and Akira Tozawa getting ready for their match. You can actually see him training for his match. The following contest scheduled for one fall is the death of Akira Tozawa. Oh dear God. Oh dear bloody God. Three blondes in the ring. Fair. Long story short, this match goes the way that everyone expects it to be. Tozawa starts quick. Tozawa gets his head kicked off. And then Tozawa, well, gets stuck in the accolade. He continues to attack Tozawa, and then out comes the Ginger Warrior. Yeah, that's fair, Smooth. That's fair. We get the absolute sheer stupidity of Sheamus coming out here. This is not fun. Like, I actually feel sorry for Sheamus. He deserves better. Oh, I get it. I get it. I just don't think it's good. The Judgment Day are like one of the yo-yo teams in the championship, like a Norwich or Burnley. But our response is, why are you here? Literally, it's, oh look, Shitstain is here as a group. This really isn't fun. Like, I don't I don't like this match. I don't like the participants. Tozawa is boring. I'm sorry, but Tozawa's got nothing to offer. Rusev is the biggest wrestling clown going. Like, the guy's an idiot. He doesn't fit into professional wrestling in the past 10 years. We're now potentially 2 members away from a League of Nations reunion, which nobody's asking for. Inevitably, it's going to be Sheamus and Rusev return as a team right now after they fight each other. Let's be real. I can't see the appeal in this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but God Almighty, this was awful. Now, to go back to what Stussy said, Finn Balor being the MVP of the night. Yes, he really had them in a spliff last night. He was smoking them joints with what he was doing to Liv Morgan and Dawn Mysterio. That was absolutely hilarious, but it still does nothing for Finn Balor because he's worth nothing in 2025 because they've continuously thrown him under a bus for so long that nobody can get interested in a Finn Balor match, a Finn Balor title reign, a Finn Balor push, which is absolutely sickening because at one point Finn Balor was literally one of the best wrestlers in the world because he was that good. It's ridiculous. Judgment Day is the Dark Order of WWE. That is one way to put it. That is one way to put it. The heist of the century committed by Rusev with that contract. Oof. Up next, following this post-traumatic pain disorder of a match, because I'm renaming it from PTSD to PTPD or PTDD, post-traumatic death disorder, because death can come back to life at this rate. PTBD, post-traumatic boredom disorder. That'll do. We have another failed heel run. Patriots, I appreciate the your comments are like, because you're absolutely spot on. Stussy, he got offered so much creative to do lots of things, and he kept saying no. The guy's a failure by his own choice. Wait till Lana comes back and watch how quickly he's back in catering. He will be eating cheeseburgers left, right, and center. Another failed heel turn, and I stand by it. I really do. The New Day, or the New Day, or the New Day. Little Doctor Who line there. David Tennant, shout out my countryman. Salute, sir. Their heel run is absolutely awful, and I stand by what I said on the chat when they turned heel. Xavier Woods should have went alone. He should have went solo. Eating cheeseburgers with Mick Foley. Well, according to the Pukester, that's what he was doing. But absolutely. Mick Foley would probably teach Rusev how to actually cut a good promo as well. The state of the tag division, it's so bad. I'm not hyped for the New Day in 2025. I can't enjoy a War Raiders match. Sorry, I got to use their actual name. We've got the Creed brothers who have been reduced to nothing. As I switch my light on, ladies and gentlemen. long story short, WWE has been. Here's the funny thing. Everybody in the chat, even if you don't like WWE right now, everyone in the chat, put your hands up or put a 100% emoji, or do this, whatever emoji you like that's a positive. Seriously, put in the chat if you are a fan of WWE. And don't worry, I'm not going to use that as a reference that I am. Don't worry. But in the chat, be serious. Even if you don't like WWE right now, put in the chat, are you still a fan of WWE? If you're not a fan right now, put a cross. Damn it, I look really good when I'm watching it back on the third monitor. Abil, good to see you. Raw was shit of shit, in my humble opinion. Wow, sir. Very, very honest. You can separate the Xavier Wood from the trees. I think you can separate the tree bark from him. Maria as well with the plus seat. This is the truth. But here's the big point. Why is it so offensive to critique WWE when we are fans? Ooh. Oh, that felt like a very good question. Damn. I think I've just won the war. Patriarch, very. Glenn, it's okay. You got the response. I've always been a fan of WWE since I was a child. Whether it's good or shit, my love is there. Abu, I'm the same, but really, it's got to be dropped. The criticisms have got to be dropped, and people don't like it for some reason. I don't get why. Pipe bomb by Reece. Well, a second one tonight. I like this comment as well, Patriot. Thank you. Shows how much we. Well, I won't say that, but I appreciate your honesty. Shows how much we need Roman, and they got to stop. They got to stop 5-match things. Oh dear God, 5-match events. Oh dear God. The 5 is embarrassing. It's not even funny. Like a one-off, but every single event bar your big ones are a joke. I'm more of a family member in WWE who's tired of his brothers fucking up. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. We criticize because we care. It's not hatred at all. That's what some people misunderstand. Exactly. It just makes me ill how ridiculous it is. WWE have gotten too corporate. Well, like, I've got a way to put it. Let's do it this way. Here's my Nintendo Switch. And as you can see on the back, I've got a very particular case. Damn, I look good on camera. But here's the funny thing. Entertainment. 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 All of them are entertaining. WWE is not. Cooked you with my Nintendo Switch. How does that make you feel? 5 is the magic number, said nobody ever. Exactly. Don't get started with that 5-match malarkey. Oh my fucking God, before I end up swearing. Abil, you're allowed to swear, brother. Love my brothers, but they need to... Exactly. On my Switch, no. But on my PlayStation, yeah. It would be fine if they were actually pay-per-view level or dream matches, but they end up being matches you could see in the weekly shows. Exactly. 5 20-minute matches each would be a good idea. I'll raise you. Both world title matches go 35 minutes. Your two mid card titles. Your two mid card titles go 25 minutes each, and then your tag title match or your women's match, depends on what you put on, gets between 15 and 18 minutes. What is your preferred Pokemon starter season? So I'm assuming this is season 1. It's still Charmander, but I hate the fact that I couldn't get an Eevee, so I'm glad that Let's Go Eevee existed, because I would have chosen Eevee all day long. SummerSlam will be five matches. Will be a 5-match night for 2 nights in the Rumble. Absolutely. And I hate the fact that SummerSlam's gone to 2 nights. There's just something special about playing Resident Evil 5 on a handheld. You're not wrong. Not wrong. And stop with ridiculous ad breaks and video packages that offer nothing to the shows. And stop showing celebrities that have nothing of importance. Like the 2 chubby guys who were standing shirtless last night. That was embarrassing. The War Raiders, they get cooked in this match, let's be real, and they don't get cooked well. They got stuck in the oven for like 30 seconds, and they were short-term cooking. This wasn't fun. The Creed brothers mean nothing now. Ever since, I'm annoyed because I said that they were going to form this faction. When Chad Gable left Alpha Academy, I said that he was going to go straight to the Creed brothers. It made sense to me. I saw it coming. And I was like, you know what? That actually could be good. All round, it's 3 Olympians. 3 natural talents that are amateur wrestlers. And they've made them look ridiculous. I don't even like them either. I think they're just as bad. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't think anybody stood out in this match. I think the only person who tried was Ivar. But again, I could walk into WWE, have a match, and I'd be 100 times better than these guys, and I can barely move my back. So that says all about these guys. Bored to tears. That's what they should call. That's what they should rename Monday Night Raw to. I think he's going to give. I know I got asked the question, who do I think the other 2 members are, participants are. I don't know who's actually competing in matches to give an idea, so I'm not sure. But who I think's winning Money in the Bank, fuck knows. Oh yeah, the Royal Rumble, when that goes to 2 nights. One of the shows will be main evented by the women, the other by the men. I'm saying this now. No one wants 2 nights of the Royal Rumble. I don't like 2 nights. When Survivor Series goes to 2 nights, I'm going to be outraged. I hate 2-night events. Cash grabs over a good product is why no one can enjoy the fullest of the full. It's been a long time. Yeah. It was a quality game. It is absolute quality. But I don't think it's going to be Rollins that wins it. Raw is snore. Well, let me wake his up. Hold on. Let's see. Who can we use to wake us up? Over to our sponsor, Game Boy Joe Hendry. Never mind, you disgraced TNA, you bastard. Let's go for a real wake up. A little bit of fun. Let's replay the Steelchair intro. I'm going to make some tweaks to that intro, by the way, very soon. So you never know. The Steve Austin versus The Rock face to face, by the way, that's one of my edits I did on my Chromebook. Like, I edited that. I'm going to do some, I want to do some edits to the video. Don't forget to pick up his new 8-bit album. Yeah. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what I can add in. I want to add all sorts. I want to add 80s wrestling, 90s as well. I want to add all sorts. I want to add some Japanese stuff. I want it to be an all-round inclusive intro. I like our intro, but some things have to change. Yeah, shout out to Jim Ross. He is going into I believe he is going into surgery for his colon cancer. So I'm this week, so I'm glad for him. I hope he makes a speedy recovery. I had Perry Saturn face to face with Dean Malenko. It's not really a face to face with Dean Malenko's got to do this. The next AEW big event, well, they do have the Fighter Fest coming up, but the next big pay per view is All In, and then Forbidden Door. Add Leatherface chasing Karen Jarrett. Oh dear God! Oh dear God! I forgot about that. Up next, it's your not favorite world champion and mine. The moron that is. Oh, there's plenty of Grand Slams out there. There's plenty of Grand Slams. They're on YouTube or Triller TV. I think we should add JR commentary in the intro. I'd love to. I would love to. Right, let's see. So, Jey Uso comes out with the worst entrance known to mankind. Again, people think this guy's over. He's not. You're welcome. This entrance is horrible. This man is horrible. This title belt is disgusting. Oh, if I'm going to add in JR commentary, I'm absolutely going to add in the you no good son of a bitch. Life expensive for wrestlers ain't doing well. We're lucky we pivoted. Reece. Still no guarantee for a long life, but a better chance. I agree. Oh, Jey Uso was walking about. Jey Uso was walking about trying to figure out his words, the cokey bastard. I thought the stream ended. Nah, not yet, Maria. I'm giving everybody a wake up. He should, Abu. I think an AI edit should be if you haven't subscribed, do you have no conscience? Oh, fucking hell. Do you have no heart? Do you have no soul, you son of a bitch? Exactly. You know what, actually? Let's get some good JR stuff out on here. Let me get a Jim Ross line. Hold on. I think there's one particular phrase that works. I think this one will do perfectly. I love this line from JR. Let me just make sure I get it right. So 1 second. This is absolute beautiful. This is one of my favorite Jim Ross promos, and it's so short, but it's this particular moment. Here we go. This moment here by Jim Ross is I would love to add to the video. So here we go. Good old JR is still the greatest of all time. I love Jim Ross. Jim Ross is perfect. The guy's very good when it comes to Natalia Neidhart's Twitter, though, if you know what I'm saying, or should I say her sister specifically. Damn, Jay's worse than Ricochet with a mic. Jay Uso wishes he had Ricochet's ability, and that says a lot about Ricochet, who isn't particularly great either, but he's certainly far better. Pin Balor strikes again. Pin Balor's dropping flies. What else can we get? Jim Ross. Wait, was I on mute there? No way. Please tell me I was not on mute. Volume low is different. That's on purpose. I had the volume low just so we can play the Jim Ross video. But I'm going to try and play another one. Yo, Nick, what's happening, fella? If anybody does want to join the stream, by the way, to go over this absolute cookfest of this ridiculous company, like, feel free. By the way, WWE Vault and WWE NXT YouTube channel's been posting amazing content. Black and Gold Takeover's been cooking on the channel. Black and Gold era WWE had some bizarre things, positives and negatives. Like, oh wait, I found it. Based on what? Where are you getting this from? Okay, I'm I'm intrigued by that. I'm intrigued, but I suppose that's your opinion, my friend. Of course, I always respect it. Do you remember a promo that Billy Gunn did in The Rock saying it's not my ass he's kicking, it's hers? And JR said, I heard of restaurant quality, but this is Baker's. Yeah, I do remember that actually. There's one other promo that's absolutely funny. Oh, everybody's better than Jey Uso. My, oh, my brother's in a wheelchair and he can wrestle better than Jey Uso. And I've never seen my brother wrestle. JR talking about prophylactics when Kurt Angle was doing his safe sex promo. Oh, Jesus Christ. This one was brilliant. Let me kind of get Jim Ross for this. Good old JR. Cook that bastard. Cook him. Is AEW Hook better than Jey Uso? Yes. That if we take out Seth versus Roman versus Punk, then this year WWE Mania would have been. Oh, this year's Mania felt like horror shit. I liked him more in WWE because he was a good underdog, unlike now he is getting shoved down our throats. That's what they're saying. You know, if they had JSO dethroning Joe Hendry instead of going for it, oh no, I wouldn't say that either. Why is IWC saying TK fumbled Osprey? Because the IWC are brain dead virgins who react stupidly every time. Oh, he is. You know he is. He's a better wrestler than Jey Uso. Promo skills, well, Hook can't cut a promo, but neither can Jey Uso. But in terms of who's better in the ring, it is Hook. I have never seen the words "good underdog" in WWE. Um, no. In what reality was he an underdog in WWE? They brought back SmackDown Live. Well, they brought back SmackDown to be a competitive show with two champions, and he was an overwhelming favorite. You can't be an underdog if you were the US champion for over 300 plus days. You can't be an underdog if you've held the Intercontinental title multiple times and be presented strongly. Was he the third man of the Shield? Because if you look at it, he was the main mouthpiece. What the fuck is going on? Hold on, what the hell is going on here? 2 seconds. I love the tears in Newcastle. He's still trying. What are you on? He didn't like Vince either. Exactly. He was being booked to look like a prick. Like, look at the last character they did on him. That was ridiculous. Like, the last character work they did with him was embarrassing shit. He left and went and became the main guy. Oh, I was watching that again the other day, that podcast episode. Yeah, they mugged him about. They threw Roman Reigns down your throat, literally. Seth Rollins was doing good TV and pay-per-view matches, whereas with Ambrose, they basically went, "We could have you do something, but we don't know." I think she's going to go to WWE, yeah. I like her. She's a good wrestler, good character. She'll probably start NXT first because they have to learn the WWE style, so basically learn how to work slow, which is just boring. But here's the thing, see all the WWE fans that tweeted she's a B-Tech Tiffany Stratton, they're going to start deleting her tweets when she's had more of the character in the business longer. Yep, he's still a thing. He's still a thing. He still is shit, Abu. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose were the only good things about the Shield. Every version. Yeah. Like, here's something that's actually very true, and I stand by it. Moxley's one match with Samoa Joe was better than his entire last run with WWE, his entire last year. Anyway, speaking of shits, as Abel's just put it, that's sore right there. We get the WWE World Coke Champion of the World, the Heavyweight Coke Champion of the World, Jey Uso, with his 20 words, heavy jitters, absolute horseshit promo. Get this guy gone. Get this guy gone. This is the worst world champion. This is the worst man to hold a world title ever. He's up there with Jinder Mahal. He's actually eclipsing Jinder. Absolute ridiculous crap. Of course you can disagree, but here's the funny thing. You had to bring up a tag match. None of his singles matches were good. And also, that was a time when they were giving up on Ziggler as well. It still is the worst Mania for Patriots, regardless of that triple threat match. WWE chose to take your money and not give a fuck about giving you worth your money. WWE basically went, here, just you stand here, bend over, and I'm going to take a baseball bat to you. We're just gonna bash in your skull. Oh, he's still getting carried. He's getting carried by a limited schedule. Fair. I just think it was over. It was a clusterfuck booking. That's all WWE do now. They clusterfuck shit. I don't think so. That match was horrible. I think WWE would have got to Netflix with or without Roman, personally. I think people might over exaggerate a little bit. I think they still would have got it. The main event of night two was an insult to wrestling fans across the world. Even just wrestling fans, not just sports entertainment fans, just we all got insulted that night. That's why I there's only a handful of triple threat matches I like because they actually give everyone an all round involvement. Like the Unbreakable triple threat, the redacted match at WrestleMania 20, the Eurocontinental title match, even like the rematch to Unbreakable at Turning Point '09, the Wrestle Dream triple threat. It's hard to book a triple threat, but those are the only five that are actually good. Even the Vengeance 2002 triple threat match is incredible. Triple tag matches, well, because there's six people involved, it's not so bad, but overall it's difficult. Oh, I've seen that. It's so funny. Not as easy. The final four was great. Triple threat matches are getting overdone at the minute, I agree. Correct, Abu. Correct. Gauntlet matches are okay because it's one after the other and it's elimination rules. They're okay. I don't mind a gauntlet match. Jey Uso, long story short, mate, you're proving every day why you suck. It's time to get rid of you, my friend. You you belong in the slums. Mania for me felt like they wanted you just to buy in and fuck off. There was nothing exciting for it for me. I have some match types that I absolutely enjoy. It's just becoming a nightmare now from wrestling. That's all it is with the gimmick matches. Some of them just don't work. Jey Uso with Gunther. Gunther doesn't even make this segment better either or. Like his, it's the same shit. It's the same shit from Gunther. His promos are shit too. Oh yeah, yep. I shat on that at the very start of the show. If you get a chance, go back and watch it. I absolutely slated that crap. Not a fan of intergender matches. Fair enough. I'll say I like two. The same male talent but different female talent. I recommend two for you. Pentagon Junior versus Chelsea Green and Pentagon Junior versus Io Sky. Both Lucha Underground. You would like those two because they fucking tear each other to shreds. But yeah, the Jay Neighbors and Gunther, no charisma. This match felt like you wanted to shoot yourself. I'm sorry, but yeah. Backstage, we get Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan has a short interaction with Kairi Sane and the women's world champion. Again, I feel sorry for Io Sky that she has to listen to Liv Morgan talk, and we get to see the triple tech or the triple wasted C tech Raquel Rodriguez. Again, Chuck Palumbo's equivalent. This is horrible. This is fucking horrible. I'm moving on. Kairi Sane's in decline, ladies and gentlemen. I feel really bad for her as well. Like something's going wrong there. I don't think she likes. I don't think Kairi Sane likes where she is. She needs to back out and leave. It's not good. Roxanne Perez again. This is weird. This does nothing for her as well. Like she's been misused. I feel sorry for her. Kairi Sane wins with a roll up, but this was awful. Back to back weeks we've had first time opponents for Kairi Sane, and they don't know what they're doing with her. Liv Morgan, her facial expressions, I'll give her credit, she does well, but apart from that, fuck me, this is awful. This is fuck, get this off my TV, honestly. Absolute horse shit. This match was decent, but again, it gets outshined by the other two. This seriously was this was a clusterfuck for going to an extreme because it's the only way it works. Whereas the other two, you actually see them wrestle. It's more fun that way. Sammy versus Blanchard set us up for something that should never have happened in the first place. It's understandable. These fans are morons, honestly. They're all morons. Nah, you won't be disappointed at all. It's proper wrestling. Well, that's true. That's very true. But again, will she be as bad as Zelina? Mateus Cunha's going up to 200k a week, Abo, from 120. Jesus Christ. We go from one women's match to a women's promo. And people are actually going to say this match is going to be a fucking banger. These fans are spanners. They need help. He has indeed, yeah. Yeah, they're brain dead. They're all brain dead. But Lyra Valkyria and her dusted mentor. No, just 200k a week, just from 120 to 200. It's just so bad. We're meant to be building a team, but we're fucking given high wages. Again, that's not building a team. That's just join us and you won't need to do anything else. Pathetic. He should be on like 135, 140, not 200. So pathetic. Anyway, the dusted Becky Lynch comes out after Lyra Valkyria with, again, this woman can't cut a promo. She really can't cut a promo. And Becky Lynch can't cut a good one either in 2025. If I beat you, you must raise my hand. No, Zelina has botched a lot. She has botched a lot. But the thing is breaking someone's nose, that's the end of the line. This went on for so long, it did. This thing dragged. I nearly fell asleep. I'm surprised I didn't fall asleep. But yeah, this was shocking. I don't know what they see in her, but it's definitely not wrestling. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. It was awful. Take the glasses off. Please, I beg you. I beg you. Please. The match was awful. Becky is done. She's washed. She needs to retire. She can't move anymore. She runs slower than a pensioner. Take it off, please, I beg you. Oh, they were cheering Punk getting the tsunami, then they woof woof like that. See, even Maria, who said I was harsh on Rollins last week, says this was very boring about his wife. That says it all. One was a wrestling match. The other was a finisher fest. That was the Becky match. That was the finisher fest. Put your hatred aside for Mercedes Moné and just accept the fact that Becky Lynch is crap now. Just accept it. She's crap. It's not hard to admit that. You think it was better because your WWE tainted glasses are on, whereas my professional wrestling glasses are firmly on and I can see a match that's better. Becky Lynch hasn't had a good match in years. Come on, bud. You know better than this. Come on. Especially Lyra Valkyria, who can't wrestle. Fucking Seth Rollins, Seth Rollins, if you want to fix him, give him a song that fans can't sing to. Because those fans are pathetic. These fans are enablers. Oh, good idea. Good idea. You got it. Yes, she is. She's in far better shape. Yes, she is declining. But nobody wants to admit this for some reason. I don't get why. Like, she's actually. She is a shadow of your former self. It was way more fast. What? How? She looks like she skipped cardio. That's Becky Lynch right now. Maybe, I don't know. Lyra Valkyria, honest to God, she has no ceiling. Like, it's quite obvious though that WWE's best complete talent is Chelsea Green on SmackDown. On Raw, you've got three if they actually make up their minds and do something proper with them. And that's Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. But Bianca Belair is what she's doing nothing relevant right now. Like nothing. Becky Lynch coming back to WWE has proven what their creative is still shit. I like how you've gone back to 2024 to say that she is good. Brother, that match was well over a year ago. Notice how you've not right. This is why you're proving my point. I said right now Becky Lynch is not in good ring shape. She's in decline. You've went back to 2024 in a cage match, and since then she's not been in good shape. You've proven my point. So I'm actually going to say thank you. Like I'm actually thanking you, my friend. You've proven my point. Bianca moving to SmackDown. I don't know what's happening to SmackDown now. Stephanie Vakura is going to go to SmackDown when she gets promoted. Julia is away to SmackDown, but Julia's been mugged off already, so it makes no difference. They should have just paired Becky with Rollins without the gang. Imagine how much heat they would have got making out in front of the crowd. I don't know. You've got a lot of people in there that would probably just sit there and enjoy it. But they've wasted Becky Lynch anyway. I'm expecting Vakura to go to SmackDown, yeah. Pound for pound, the best women's wrestler in WWE, Stephanie Vakura. I agree. I agree. I think overall the best wrestler in WWE. I think overall the best wrestler in WWE is still Chelsea Green for that brand. But overall, Stephanie Vakura is absolutely incredible. Io Sky as well is up there. I think the way you look at it is so marginal, but it's so true. Bring back Carmella. I think she's done, my friend. I think she's done. And with Nia as well. She's still not in good she's still not in good shape for the current landscape of the product though. And her match with Valkyria was crap. I'm sorry, it was crap. Oh, I've lost all hope for the WWE crowds. You want me to show you how I was at um, I was at the Clash at the Castle show last year. So bear in mind, I'm sitting amongst my own country people, my own fellow countrymen and countrywomen. Now, I can understand potentially a 7 or 8 year old that was like a couple of rows down in front of me, right? He's obviously chanting for Cody Rhodes and all that shit. He's chanting for Damian Priest. He's going wild and stuff, right? And I'm laughing at the fact that he's cheering for. There was one other match on and he was cheering, and this was a kid shouting at the top of his lungs, right? And it was funny that going back and forth because there was another kid like a couple of seats across from him, literally chanting, "Your hero is shit. Your hero is shit." And I'm sitting there going, I think Cody Rhodes has lost a fan. And I burst out laughing. No, Guy, you've got the wrong event I'm talking about. I was at that event in 2022. That's Clash at the Castle in Wales. I'm talking about the one that was in Scotland last year. That's why I didn't go to Monday Night Raw this year, because of how shit the crowd was this year. But the production for that event, by the way, was awful. Awful. production. The lights nearly killed me because of how bad they were. I had fans all around me chanting for Cody Rhodes, and I'm sitting there going, I feel bad for AJ Styles. Sitting there like, I'm like, that match was horrible as well because his stupid mother got involved. That fuck me, she cannot keep herself out of it. But the crowds were bad. WWE crowds have regressed a lot. The singing, all they do is sing your song, and I'm like, you're singing a heel song. John Cena's a clown, but Cena was right when he said with all these fans when they're like, you just don't get it. Like they're preconditioned, like a computer program. When you've designed it yourself, your own computer program. WWE fans that don't get that of wrestling, the ones that don't understand wrestling, they just chant shit. They are the ones who cannot criticize anything. They just say everything is amazing. That's when you know things are screwed up. Maybe not the bipolar. Like bipolar's maybe not the best term. Pathetic crowds, sheep crowds. We'll go with sheep. Yeah, go with sheep crowds. Yep, they are. And I'll tell you one thing as well. Chelsea Green getting her nose broke won't have the Becky Lynch effect that they're going to hope for because they will not do it. Don't worry, the final boss is just one phone call away getting the title back on Nia Jax. My friend, it is good to see you. God Almighty, the show last night was like taking a shotgun to someone and wishing no pain, even though you're killing them. I was at the crowd in 2022. I can understand having fun by Metalingus, because that's Metalingus. But anything else, nothing there. Alright, fair bit. To some people I do know and the reflection is, but I just call them sheep. But fair. Fickle. That opening promo was so damn awful that I wanted to turn it off, but I just couldn't. Last night was honestly it's up there for the worst Raws for me ever. But this Becky Lynch Lyra Valkyria promo, I just think it's absolutely funny that the stipulation is if Lyra wins, Becky Lynch can't challenge for the IC title again. And if Becky wins, Lyra's got to raise her hand. You know what they should have done? They should have done a title versus career match and Lyra Valkyria intentionally gets herself disqualified. Just out of curiosity. Backstage, we got a very short Karrion Kross segment. Yeah, Darius, exactly. It's not a professional wrestling crowd. All right, please stop. I'm not even going to entertain that anymore. That right there is how I know that it's copium. I'm not entertaining that. I'm just not. Right. Backstage, Karrion Kross has a very short interaction with Sami Zayn. Sami, the politician, Scarlett Bordeaux looks absolutely brilliant last night as well. Like she has incredible timing. I like that. But yeah, Sami Zayn, you expert politician, get rid of him. The fourth, the fourth spot in the Money in the Bank is up next. If I'm not mistaken, one of Edge's first Judgment Day promos, he called the audience sheep. Yes, he did. That is correct. I can't remember what they chatted about, but they did. They did tweet it. Not tweet. They did tweet as well because the fans are stupid. But I can't remember what. Yeah, that's it. We are sheep. Yeah, these fans are dorks. That lol. I wish Catherine was here. I don't think she's happy after last night's show, but I wish she was here. But yes, the main event of the show is another pathetic triple threat match. I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you. Pat McAfee is an insult to professional wrestling commentary. Pat McAfee is like catching an illness and you can't shake it off. This main event was absolute horse shit. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus Sammy the politician. Again, there's nothing interesting about this. We got the usual mid-roster fuckery. Yeah, I know. I don't know if she's happy about a comment from last night, which I understand, but I do wish she was here to laugh at this show, really do. The fans are dorks, patriots. Even even like Dominic Mysterio interference. There was all sorts of shit here. Yeah, I've never liked him. I've never liked him. But yeah, this match was horrible. There was so much interference, left, right, and center. Seth Rollins wins. He qualifies for. I want to rename it to something. What am I going to rename it to? Dole, uh, Dole in the Bank. Because at the end of the day, everyone in the current Money in the Bank are just. It's like getting Dole money. It's not fun. I know what the event had. I was there. I was sitting above the entrance ramp. Seth versus Riddle was awful. Gunther versus Sheamus was chops, 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 chops. And I also remember the stare down at the start of the match, which was the good match on the card. But the rest of it, no, the main event was boring as fuck. Genuinely, like, ridiculous. But compared to most shows, it was better than most that year. That was the last UK crowd that was good for WWE shows. Yeah, the low blow was a major shock, but it was a fun shock. I'll be surprised if it is Seth Rollins, Maria. I will be surprised, but I'm absolutely writing off Penta. Mid card in the bank. I'm going to put that as the thumbnail. I've got a specific thumbnail now for Raw, so I'm going to show you guys now. I'm not going to do a SmackDown one, but I've got a thumbnail for Raw now. That's the baseline, and I'll just keep adding some talents to it. Yeah, I agree with that, Darius. I agree with that, bro. Trash in the bank. I stand by this, by the way. Braun Breaker should have been the person to win the last ever Money in the Bank. Chelsea Green as well, and then you retire the concept. I was there. I never said I hated it. I said I hate elements of it. The crowd that night behaved. The crowd at the Money in the Bank show I was at, that crowd was pathetic, especially for Cena. Well, that was embarrassing. And celebrating Jey Uso's win, that was horrible. That was the start of the night where it ended horribly. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm saying it's not better than Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing's better, but Clash at the Castle in 2022 is probably one of WWE's better pay-per-views, despite the fact it could have been a lot better. It could have been better. The triple threat was a lot better, yes, than Drew versus Gunther because it added a little bit more. It was just a constant chop fest. Yeah, I was there for that live. I started laughing, to be fair, because everyone started crying. I burst out laughing. But it was just stupid that he lost. He had to take the pin from his clownish cousin. Yeah, he got ripped apart. Braun Breaker's winning the Rumble. I disagree, buddy. I hate to I hate to make your pain evident, but this is your Royal Rumble winner for 2026, and we all deserve better. Literally none. None. This is your Royal Rumble winner next year, Fernando. He's going to win it in front of Saudi fans, and you know who he's going to beat to win the Royal Rumble? That's your final two for the Royal Rumble next year. Cody's not winning the Royal Rumble. Imagine John Cena flipping heel and then he takes his George armbands and his bald spot off. That would be so bad and cringe. Cody's not going to win it. I'm telling you now, he will not win it. I definitely think it's going to be Sami Zayn though, because it's in Saudi, even though he doesn't deserve it either. I was very shocked as well. Um, they did a coup de grace attempt into a stomp, then a haluva kick. It's almost as if they're trying to appeal to a certain fan base. Too bad that fan base is annoyed with your product. The actual wrestling fans. But Money in the Bank is a week away, and it feels Worthless. I don't think he's going to hold the title for a year, but I think he's losing it very soon. I think he might lose it on Raw after Mania. Not Raw after Mania, sorry, Raw after Money in the Bank. I think he'll lose it on Raw after the Gunther match. Money in the Bank, yeah, it's next week, isn't it? Yeah, June 7th. Next Saturday, so I need to preview that, sadly. This is your current card. Bear in mind, WWE now consider themselves a big five. Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. That's your current Money in the Bank card. No idea. Whoever's champion, I suppose. Maybe it is Seth Rollins again. I don't know. They like Sami Zayn. That's why he's over there. I just think Sami Zayn's an absolute horrific gaslighter. And he always gets involved in shit. Like, he's always there when you don't want him to be. That's what I find depressing. He needs a change as well. I think you already know the answer to that because I've already explained it before. I think that slipped away, mate. I don't think that's ever going to happen. WWE crowds will see a whole match with non-stop botches, but then one good thing happens. This is awesome. Yep. He's a huge gaslighter. Zayn better than Uso and Gunther. 5, 6 years ago, maybe. He's definitely better than Uso in general, but Gunther, 5 or 6 years ago, he would be, yeah. But then again, I don't think Gunther's that good anymore either. I think he's in free fall. Yeah, that's one way to put it. He needs to completely reinvent himself. He has the talent, but right now he's just a guy who looks homeless. I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now gone over 2.5 hours of fun. This has been an excellent show. Monday Night Raw. Again, as the title says, another Raw, another night of why bother. I've certainly enjoyed this. I'm glad you guys have all been here. We've had a very good, consistent audience throughout. The likes of Smooth, Darius, Patriots, and new sticking around. It's been nice to see. Guy, of course, despite your some bizarre takes, but again, they're your own. That's fine. Abu, Maria, Fernando, Billy. I think he's went off. Danny as well. Now and again, you've been here. Still good comments, my friend. Thank you. Dean, your comments have been excellent tonight. Joe K is, of course, Zodiac, Nick as well. You've all come in and had some fun tonight. You've made this show great. James as well, as always. Like, it's always a pleasure. I absolutely will be watching the Hassan video tonight. There's going to be a lot of that Stussy too. It's always good. But yes, please hit that like button on the way out. Please do share this stream as well with people that you know. If they love professional wrestling, if they want to get a different take on pro wrestling, check this channel out. And obviously, my friend Connor here was here earlier on. If you like, obviously, I can do more for his when I'm next live. That's fair, Darius. I appreciate it. I will be live again tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So kick in and have some fun. But one thing is for sure, you'll never not get away from me in terms of content on the steel chair. So, final reaction, Raw. Triple H is a booker, he's failed. He needs to call it a day. We as wrestling fans will never stop holding them accountable. I think next week's Raw should be renamed Is It Worth It? That's one way to put it, because remember, next week is the go-home show, Money in the Bank.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But I suppose one time only, because it's been a little while. I've been your host, Reece. At 10:03 p.m. UK time, I bid you good night. I'll see you all tomorrow, and I don't believe in a lot of people. I believe in my family, closest friends. I believe in you guys because you're always here. And I certainly believe in him. Good night, guys.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in
Reece Russell.
I believe in
Reece Russell.
Cause they love him in Scotland and 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 Scotland. They say I believe in
Reece Russell.